discussing about diffraction and polarization model problems for NEET. Now, the first problem on board. A slit of width A is illuminated by white light. The first minimum for red light, they given the wavelength of red, will fall at theta is equal to 30 degree when A will be the width of the slit they are asking. Now the options is given like 3200, 6.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter, 1.3 micron, 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 4 centimeter. Now here what they given first, they are asking about the width, but they given the first minimum. In the diffraction, the path difference A sin theta must be equal to n lambda. It is the minima. For minima in the diffraction, A sin theta is equal to n lambda. First minimum means n is equal to 1. Then A is equal to lambda by sin theta. Then we substitute lambda value is 6500 angstrom means 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Now sin theta, sin 30 value is 1 by 2. Now it's multiplied that we get 130 and 2 zeros here, 10 to the power of minus 10. Now 3 zeros and it's a cancel, that is 13 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters. That is 1.3 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. Then 10 to the power of minus 6 meter is the micrometer we can be written as. It is simply called 1.3 micron. That is the option is, third option is the correct answer. Now, second problem. A parallel beam of light of wavelength 600 nanometer is incident normally on a slit with D. If the distance between slit and screen is 0.8 meter and the distance of second order maxima from the center of the screen is 50 millimeter, the width of the slit is, options they given 40 micrometer, 80 micrometer, 160 micrometer, 200 micrometer. Now this problem is a parallel beam of light of wavelength is incident normally on the slit. Here it is a slit of width is D. The parallel beams are incident on it. The distance between the screen and the slit they given D. Now it is the center maxima. Now from the distance between center maxima to second order n is equal to 2 is the distance they given 15 millimeter. Now from here to here its make an angle is theta. But in the problem they will not given theta, but they asking about the slit width. For they given second order maxima. For maxima, formula for maxima d sin theta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. Here this is for maxima. Now here they will not given theta value. That's why we are finding theta from the figure, that is sin theta. We know theta is very small. Why? Because of it is very low value, 15 millimeter. It is very small value as compared with the distance. That's why theta is very small. Sin theta is approximately is equal to tan theta. Then adjust opposite side by adjacent side. Then directly we substitute here dy by d is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. Now the slit width d is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda d by 2 into y. D is equal to, for n is equal to second order maximum equivalent, substituting n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2, 2 to the 4 plus 1 5, 5 by 2 into lambda value, that is 600 nanometer, 600 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. D value, the distance between the slit and the screen, 0.8. The Y, this is the center maxima to second order maxima, that is 15 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Now it's cancelled. 6 here, 2 zeros here, 1, 2 zeros cancel means 4. Then we cancel here 15, 2 1 just 2 3s, that is D is equal to 15 into 0.8 by 15 into 10 to the power of minus 4. This is, now 15 1 just cancel. Then we got 0.8 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter. This is the slit width. In the options they given 80 micrometer, not related. Now this is converted into micrometers. Then 80 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter. This is the 80 micrometer. This is the answer will be second option. Now going to third problem. A screen is placed 50 centimeter from the single slit, which is illuminated with a light of wavelength 6000 angstrom. If the distance between first and third minima in the diffraction pattern is 3.0 mm, the width of the slit is. Now this is also finding of slit width, but they given for minima. For condition for minima is d sin theta is equal to n lambda. For similar, we know that here it is the distance between slit and screen, and it is the slit width. Here for this is the first minima, is the distance we consider, or nth minima, distance we considered yn. Then it is theta. Then theta is very small. Sin theta is approximately is equal to tan theta. Then yn by d. For nth minima, d is equal to, we write yn by d into n lambda. Now yn is equal to, we write n lambda d by d. This is. But in the problem they given the distance between first minima and third minima. Distance between first minima and third minima. Finding about the third minima minus first minima. First minima. That is the, here this is the first minima, this is the third minima. The distance they given y3 minus y. That means here 3 lambda d by d minus 1 lambda d by d means 3 minus 1. Lambda d by d is the constant. Then what? 2 lambda d by d. Now we want to the split width. Then d is equal to, we write 2 lambda d by y3 minus y. Now 2 into lambda value they given 6000 angstroms, 10 to the power of minus 10. D value, the distance between the slit and screen. The distance between slit and screen is 50 centimeters. 50 into 10 to the power of minus 2 by. Now the distance between third and first minima, the distance between first and third minima, 3 mm, that is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Here cancel. What they getting? Here 7 minus 7. Now here 3 zeros, here minus means minus 4. Then we are cancel it. 2 into 50 is the 100. 100 means it's get be cancelled. 3 1 just 3 2s are. That is 200. 200 into 10 to the power of minus 6, because here minus 4, here minus 2, minus 6. Now we are getting 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter. This is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 is the answer. But in the options we see the second one is correct. Maybe sometimes options they given in terms of millimeter, because of the slit width is very small. That's why in terms of millimeter is given, means this is can be written as 0.2 millimeter. This is also correct answer. Now going to fourth one. A parallel beam of light of wavelength 6000 angstrom get diffracted by single slit of width 0.3 mm. The angular position of first minima of diffracted light. The question they given for minima. For minima condition for minima is d sin theta is equal to n lambda. For the given first minima, n is equal to 1. D sin theta is equal to lambda. Now sin theta is equal to lambda by d. Sin theta is equal to lambda by d. What is the lambda? Lambda is given 6000 angstroms, means 10 to the power of minus 10, by the slit width 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3, because of millimeter. Then here cancel, means minus 7. 6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 by here 3 into 10 to the power of minus 4, because of 3, 0.3 is there, that's why we can do it. It's cancelled. 2 3 1 just 3 2 0. Then we will get 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. This is 3 radians, because of it is the angle. But here sin theta value 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 radians. But the slit width is very small. That's why theta is also very small. That's why theta is very small, means sin theta is approximately equal to theta. That is the angular position of first minima is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 radian. Maybe the question is asking in terms of radians, it is correct. But they asking maybe in terms of degrees, or maybe they asking in terms of minutes. On that time, how to solve this? For the question similarly up to here same, but it is converted to radian is converted to degree. That is pi radians is must be equal to 180 degrees. Based on that, radian is equal to we can be written as 180 degree by pi. Then we write here, that is theta is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into radian 180 degree by pi. Here that is 360 degree into 10 to the power of minus 3 by 3.14. Now it is getting cancelled. What you getting means 114.92 into 10 to the power of minus 3. then it is can be written as 0.11 is a round off number. It is a 115 degree. It is the in terms of degree, that is 0.115 degree. Maybe they are asking about in terms of minute. In terms of minute means 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Then we multiply it. Theta is equal to 0.115 degree. 115 degree. It's converted to minute 0.115 into 60 minutes. Then it is multiplied, we will get 6.9 minute, 92 minute. Then it is approximately like that 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Maybe the question asking radian means it is enough, over. Maybe the question asking in terms of degrees, like we are calculating like this method. In terms of minute asking means we are calculating like this. That's why the first one is the option. Now going to fifth one. In a single slit diffraction experiment, first minima for lambda 1 is 660 nanometer coincides with the first maxima for wavelength is lambda 2. Calculate lambda 2. Here the wavelength is changed. First minima of different wavelength and they will be coincide. First minima for this wavelength coincide with first maxima for the wavelength of lambda 2. The different wavelength of minima and another wavelength of maxima of first maxima, they are coincide. In the coincidence, this is the formula belongs to in the diffraction, the minima and maxima of different wavelengths are coincide. Now first for minima, condition for minima, d sin theta is equal to n lambda. For n is equal to 1, first minima they given. That's why split with d sin theta 1 is equal to 1 into lambda 1. That is lambda. Here sin theta 1 is equal to lambda 1 by d. For maxima, for condition for maxima. Condition for maxima is d sin theta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. This is the condition for maxima. Now first maxima they given n is equal to 1. Then d sin theta 2, because of lambda 2 is incident on the slit, is equal to 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, that is the 3 by 2 lambda 2. Now sin theta 2 is equal to 3 by 2 lambda 2 by d. For the first minima of lambda 1 wavelength, first maxima for lambda 2 wavelength, they will be coincide, means the angular positions are equal. Theta 1 is equal to theta 2. Theta 1 is equal to theta 2 means the sin theta 1 is equal to sin theta 2. That is lambda 1 by d is equal to 3 by 2 lambda 2 by d. dd cancel. Then we want to lambda 2. That is lambda 2 equal to 2 by 3 into lambda 1. 2 by 3 into lambda 1 value is 660 nanometers. 10 to the power of minus 9. 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 2s, 0. Then multiplied, we will get 440 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Then simply this is the nanometer. 10 to the power of minus 9 means 9 meters means nanometer. 440 nanometer. The first option is the correct answer. Now going to sixth problem. For a parallel beam of monochromatic light of wavelength lambda, the diffraction is produced by a single slit whose width is A, whose width is A, of the order of the wavelength of light. If D is the distance between the distance of the screen from the slit, the width of the central maxima will be, here this is the diffraction diagram, the slit width they given D. Now the distance between the slits and screen is D. Now it is the central maxima. Central maxima. Here. Now this is the first minima. This is P1 dash. It is the first minima on either sides of the both sides of the central maxima. Now here, now the first minima, the distance from central maxima to first minima, we are considered the distance is y. Then it is the theta. For condition for minima is d sin theta is equal to n lambda. For minima, condition for minima, d sin theta is equal to n lambda. Here, now theta is very small. Sin theta is approximately equal to tan theta. It is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, y by d. Then we substitute dy by d is equal to n lambda. Here, this is first minima, that is y is equal to, we write y is equal to n lambda d by d. Here, what is the central maxima? The width of central maxima is the distance between the distance between first minimas, the distance between first minimas in between the central maxima, that is the width of central maxima W is equal to 2 into y. For what is the distance from central maxima to first minima, that is n is equal to 1. We substitute lambda d by d. Then it is the nth, first one is y1, that is W is equal to 2y1, that is 2 lambda d by d. But the width of the slit they given in the problem A, that's why d is equal to A, we substitute 2 lambda d by A. Now the option will be 2 lambda d by A. This is the third option is correct. Now going to discuss seventh one. In a diffraction pattern to a single slit of width A, the first minimum is observed at an angle 30 degree when light of wavelength 5000 angstroms is incident on the slit. The secondary maximum is observed at an angle of, here they are asking about the angular position of first secondary maxima. They given first minima, angular position of first minima is given. Now we know about that. The condition for minima, condition for minima is d sin theta is equal to n lambda. First minima means n is equal to 1. But the slit width what they given? A. That's why A sin theta. First minima of angular position is given 30. Sin 30 is equal to n is equal to 1. Lambda is 5000 angstroms. 10 to the power of minus 10. Then A we are calculate, that is 5000 into 10 to the power of minus 10 by sin 30 1 by 2. That is. Now it is going to up 10,000. means 406 cancel means 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. This is for slit width. Now what they are asking? First secondary maxima, the angular position of first secondary maxima. That is condition for maxima. Condition for maxima. That is a sin theta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. Then sin theta is equal to, we are finding about sin theta is equal to theta value. N is equal to 1 because of first maxima, first secondary maxima, that is n is equal to 1. 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2 into lambda. What is the lambda? 5000 into 10 to the power of minus 10 by, here a value 10 to the power of minus 6. Then cancel here, minus 4, 3 zeros, and here 3 zeros cancel means here minus 1. That is sin theta is equal to 1.5 by 2. That means 3 by 4. Theta is equal to sine inverse of 3 by 4. This is the option. Which one? This second one is correct answer. Now, eighth problem. A telescope is used to resolve two stars separated by 4.6 into 10 to the power of minus 6 radians. If the wavelength of light is used in 5460 angstroms, what should be the aperture of the objective of the telescope? Here, the aperture of the telescope is A is equal to 1.22 lambda by theta. This is the aperture of the telescope is A is equal to 1.22 lambda by theta. Now we substitute 1.22 lambda 5460 10 to the power of minus 10 by theta, radians, in terms of radian is given, directly right here 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Cancel 4, here 3. This is the minus 3. Now it is cancel it. Then we will get 144.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. Then the answer will be 0.1148 meters. Now the option is second one is the correct. Ninth one, the wavelength of light used in an optical instrument or lambda 1 is 4000 angstroms and lambda 2 is 5000 angstroms. Then the ratio of their respective resolving powers 16 is to 25, 9 is to 1, 4 is to 5, 5 is to 4. Now we know the formulas first we see because of I am expected this question, but maybe the resolving power of microscope they are asking, or maybe resolving power of telescope or this model. For resolving power of microscope is 2 mu sin theta by 1.22 lambda. This is the resolving power of microscope. Then resolving power of telescope is d by 1.22 lambda. For any instrument, the resolving power is inversely proportional to wavelength. Then the resolving power of the ratio of their respective resolving powers lambda 1 r1 by r2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. That is 500 by 400 angstroms cancel. Then answer is 5 by 4. That is a 5:4. Now option is fourth one is the correct answer. Now going to 10th one. The angle of incident at which reflected light is totally polarized for reflection from air to glass. Refractive index is N. Is the given options: sin inverse of N, sin inverse of 1 by N, tan inverse of 1 by N, tan inverse of N. Now the totally polarized. This is refractive index is given. They are asking about that angle of incident. Brewster's law. The Brewster's law is tan of IP is equal to polarized angle is equal to refractive index. Then IP is equal to tan inverse of mu. But here refractive index is given N. That is IP is equal to tan inverse of N. The angular polarization angle is called as a angle of incident. That's why the fourth option is the correct answer. 11th one. A light ray is incident on transparent medium of mu is equal to 1.732 at the polarizing angle. The angle of refraction is, here mu value they given, mu is equal to 1.732. This value is belongs to root 3. Then at the polarizing angle, now angle of polarization or angle of incident we find according to Brewster's law. Tan IP is equal to mu. Then tan IP is equal to mu value root 3. IP is equal to 60 degree. Here we see it is a transparent medium. Then the light ray is incident. It is refracted, partially refracted, and it is the reflected. It is the angle of incident. It is the angle of reflected. It is the angle of refraction. Now here, according to the law of refraction, angle of I and angle of reflected is or equal. Both these reflected angle, this is the reflected angle, both are equal. Now here from we write R plus, from the total angle is 180, that is R plus angle of reflection and angle of refraction is 90 degrees, plus here angle of reflection is equal to angle of incident I is equal to 180. That is R plus I is equal to 180 and 90. Then R is equal to 90 minus I. That I value what you get? 60. That is R is equal to 90 minus 60. R is equal to 30 degree. This is the angle of refraction. Angle of refraction is 30. But in the question they are asking angle of reflection. Here according to the law of reflection, angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. At the time IP is equal to 60. This is called as a angle of reflection. Thank you. To 12th one. A ray of light in air is incident on glass plate at polarizing angle of incident. It suffers a deviation of 22 degree on entering glass. The angle of polarization is 90 degree, 56 degree, 68 degree, 0. Here they given only deviation when the light is incident on the glass plate. It suffers a deviation is 20 degree, 22 degree. Finding the angle of polarization. Here it is the glass plate. Now the ray is incident on it, angle of incident. At a polarizing angle, it's reflected. That reflected ray is plane polarized, and refracted. It is the refracted, partially polarized. Now it is off. Now deviation of refracted light is, actually there is no glass plate. There is no glass plate means the ray will going to like this, but glass plate will be there. The light ray is bending towards the normal, then it's a form as a deviation, that is D. The deviation is D. But we know that R plus 90 degree plus I is equal to 180 degree. Why I am writing here means, here the angle of incident is must be equal to angle of reflected, angle of reflection, that is IP. That's why we are simply write I. Now it is the refracted. The angle between reflected light and the refracted light ray is 90 degree. This is the 90. That's why R plus 90 plus I is equal to 180. R plus I is equal to 90. Then I is equal to, we write 90 minus R. Now from figure, this is the deviation. Here there is no glass. On the time, the angle of incident I is must be equal to R plus D. Then we substitute R plus D is equal to 90 minus R. Then here 2R is equal to 90 minus D. That is R is equal to 90 minus 22 by 2. That is 45 minus 11. Then subtraction, what we are getting is a 34. R is 34. R is 34 means we want the angle of incident I is equal to 90 minus 34. 90 minus 34 means 56. That is the angle of incidence or angle of polarization is 56. The same time they are asking indirectly the angle of reflection, they are asking means 56. That's why second option is correct. Now going to third one. Two polarides are kept crossed to each other. Now one of them is rotated through an angle of 45 degree. The percentage of incident light now transmitted through the system is, here now the intensity I is equal to I naught by 2 into cos square theta, where theta is the angle between the polarizer and the analyzer. Then I is equal to I naught by 2 cos square theta, but theta is given what, 45. Then I naught by 2 into 1 by root 2 whole square, because of cos 45 is 1 by root 2 whole square. Now we getting I naught by 4. But how much percentage of intensity is transmitted through the system? Percentage want means percentage of incident intensity, percentage. Then I naught by 4 into 100. That is 25% of I naught. Then option is, second one is correct. Now going to 14th one. The amplitude of polarized light transmitted through the polarizer is A. The amplitude of unpolarized light incident on it is, here it is a polarizer. The light will be polarized, the light will be incident on it. Then it is the unpolarized light of intensity we are considered as I naught. Then it is passes through the polarides, it is transmitted. It is transmitted. Then the intensity of polarized light is I. Then I is must be equal to I naught by 2. Exactly half of the intensity will be polarized. Remaining half is not transmitted. Now here the amplitude of polarized light is given A. That's why intensity is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. That's why A square. Then A naught square by 2. That is A is equal to A naught by root 2. Then unpolarized light of amplitude A naught is equal to root 2 A. This is fourth option is correct. Now going to 15th one. The critical angle of transparent crystal is 60 degree. Then its polarizing angle is theta equal to tan inverse of 2 by root 3. Theta is equal to sin inverse of root 2. Theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. Theta is equal to cot inverse of root 2. Now critical angle is given. Now the relation between refractive index and the critical angle, mu is equal to 1 by sin c. Mu is equal to 1 by sin c means sin 60 root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 means 2 by root 3. Now they are asking polarizing angle. According to Brewster's law, tan IP is equal to mu. Then IP is equal to tan inverse of mu. Mu is 2 by root 3. That is first option is correct. Going to discuss 16th one. The polarides P1 and P2 and P3 are arranged coaxially. The angle between P1 and P2 is 37 degree. The angle between P2 and P3 is finding out the angle between P2 and P3. If the intensity of emerging light is 1/4 of intensity of unpolarized light, they given theta. This theta are the angle between P2 and P3. Theta equal to cos inverse 5 by 4. Theta is equal to cos inverse 4 by 5. Theta is equal to cos inverse of 4 by 5 root 2. Theta is equal to cos inverse of 5 by root 4 root 5. 5 by 4 root 2. Now, first what they given? The P1. This is the first polarized light, P1. The unpolarized light of intensity we are considered as I naught. Then unpolarized light of intensity is incident on, light is incident on the polarizer. Then the intensity of plain polarized light is I by 2, only half of the intensity. Then this light is incident on P2. It is making with an angle with the P1 is 37 degree. Then that intensity is I dash is equal to I naught by 2 cos square theta 1. This is the theta 1. Now here again this intensity of light is incident on P3. It is P2. It is incident on P3. This is angle with the P2 is theta 2. Then I is equal to the intensity of light we are finding. I is equal to I naught by 2 I dash cos square theta 2. That is I dash is I naught by 2 cos square theta 1, cos square theta 2. This is the formula for P3, the intensity of polarized light after third polarized is I equal to I naught by 2 cos square theta 1 cos square theta 2. Here, but according to the problem they given, after emerging light, if intensity of emerging light is 1/4 of intensity of unpolarized light, this is I naught by 4. That is equal to I naught by 2 cos square theta 1 is 37 degree cos square theta 2. Now I naught cancel. 2 1 just 2 2s. Then what we get? 1 by 2 is equal to cos 37 value. Cos 37 value, remember it? 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Cos square 37 means 16 by 25. 16 by 25. Cos square theta 2. Now here 25 by 32 is equal to cos square theta 2. Now cos theta 2 is 5 by 4 root 2. Then theta 2 is equal to cos inverse of 5 by 4 root 2. This is about fourth option is correct answer. It's a very important this problem.